This is QTV Night News coming to you live from our studios on Caribou Avenue. I am Jenna Vasonko. Thanks for joining us here at the main news headlines. The National Economic Council, led by President Adama Barrow, met today, Wednesday, for its first meeting of 2024 to review the state of the economy with economic players across public institutions. The Minister for Public Service, while updating the National Assembly on Wednesday, says despite cabinet approval, government's plan to increase transport and residential allowances for public servants was not featured in the 2024 budget. The National Food Security Processing and Marketing Corporation, still commonly referred to by its former name, the Gambia Groundnut Corporation, briefed the media on Wednesday on the just concluded 2023-2024 groundnut trade season. Suncho Alaji Home Red Cross Link organized its maiden debate and speech competition over the weekend to showcase the talents of Red Cross volunteers. And in sports news, the Gambia Under-20 will need a win at all costs to the knockout stages of the African Games male football competition after they suffered defeat to host Ghana on Tuesday night. Those were the main headlines, and now the news in detail. Do stay with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. This is QTV News and I am Jenna Vasonko. Now, the National Economic Council, led by President Adama Barrow, met today, Wednesday, for its first meeting of 2024 to review the state of the economy with economic players across public institutions. Alu Sise has the rest of that story.
This meeting discussed updates from the Central Bank of the Gambia Revenue Authority, GRA, the Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency, GAIPA, the Ministries of Trade, Finance, the Accountant General Department, Agriculture and Tourism. This Economic Council meeting is one of the main key pillars used by the President as an internal monitoring mechanism to ensure that he understands all the economic variables monitored at the Council. Emerging from the closed-door meeting after over 3 hours, Sidi Keta, the Gambia's Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, told waiting reporters that the meeting provided opportunity to receive updates on the state of the country's economy, which he said is in good shape, level of food stock, and level of implementation of key government's projects and programs, among others. Minister Keita also said the updates on the agriculture sector looks promising.
The economy is projected to grow at a 5.4% as per central bank statistics, and also we were updated about the activities of the upcoming census, which will be held in the month of May towards the latter part of June, and the economic census will be also held in June to ensure that the economy GDP base is more reflective of current times. As we know, the last economic base year for the economy GDP was 2013, which is 10 years ago. So this upcoming economic census will be able to update the base year to a more recent time. In general, the economy is in good shape. Of course, we also look at the essential commodities, the stock level and the price levels, and what measures government can take to ensure that these are within the normal market range. There are external pressures on external commodities, but government is also strategizing strategies to ensure that activities or actions are done to dampen the impact of this. That was the highlight of today's economic forum.
Aliu Loom, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Public Service, Administrative Reform, Policy Coordination and Delivery, said every month the Council will continue to monitor the main economic indicators.
And we are intending to launch a new dashboard that will be floated to the executive, where he will be having real-time information on some of the key economic indicators.
The Economic Council meeting also provides an opportunity to review and address multi-sectoral issues and get technical guidance, thus avoiding delays and increasing efficiency in the governance processes. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliu Sise.
The Minister for Public Service, while updating the National Assembly about government's measures to fulfill its commitment to the increment of allowances for public servants, says that despite cabinet approval, government's plan to increase transport and residential allowances for public servants was not featured in the 2024 budget. Mamadou Lamin Choi tells us more.
Public servants enter the new year with the delightful news of government's decision to increase their residential and transport allowances. However, 2 months have elapsed without any public sector worker getting the promised increased allowances. The Minister for Public Service, Babakar Boy, whose proposal to increase the allowances was approved by the Cabinet, is in Parliament. He is invited to respond to a question from the NAM for Fonyi Bintang Karanai, asking why government has not yet delivered on its promise to increase the allowances since January.
The said proposal was to increase residential allowances from 1,700 to 3,000 and transport allowance from 1,500 to 2,500. Our expectation as a ministry was that upon approval of the proposal to increase the said allowances by Cabinet, the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs was going to adjust the personnel emolument vote, PE, of the civil service accordingly to cater for these increments before submission of the 2024 draft budget to the National Assembly. However, we later learned that this was not done.
Without any allowance increment catered for in its 2024 budget, government is now devising alternative measures to fulfill its promise to public servants.
Thus, to overcome the potential budgetary shortfall created by this realization, the Ministry of Finance has recently engaged the Ministry of Public Service to identify possible savings on the 2024 PE vote in a bid to effecting payment of these allowance increments. We have done some analysis which we have shared with them and awaiting their response.
To implement the promised increment, government is banking on savings from the budget, which were allocated for certain other expenditures.
We are actually, we've looked at the figures, we've looked at the budget to be able to make provisions based on the vacant positions that are there, which cannot all be filled this year. And we intend to use those monies voted in those vacant positions to take care of this as a temporary measure until next budget that will be able to cater for everything in full.
A local newspaper recently reported that government had cancelled its decision to increase the allowance of public servants. In reaction, the government spokesperson, through a press release, stressed government's position to soon implement the promised increments.
As I have said in my answer, we have done some analysis which we have shared with the Ministry of Finance. And from our analysis, we know that it will be possible to make the necessary savings to be able to effect these payments.
Government's allowance structure is reviewed every 5 years, with the last one taking place in 2018. Mohamed Lamin Choi, QTV News.
The National Food Security Processing and Marketing Corporation, still commonly referred to by its former name, the Gambia Groundnut Corporation, GCC, led by senior officials, briefed the media at its complex in Banjul on Wednesday on the just concluded 2023-2024 groundnut trade season. Lola M. Kamara has the details.
The event provided an opportunity to give an update on the 2023-2024 groundnut trade season and other matters that came from the start to the closure of the season. Lamin Sanyang, the Deputy Managing Director of the Gambia Groundnut Company, explains.
This year, 2023-2024, we budgeted 25,000 tons. But as we speak, we have superseded that amount, and the total that we bought is 36,000 tons. This was a total amount of $1.5 billion to buy grounds. Now, out of the, including commission I mean, these are monies that we pay to the CPMS, or you call them the SECOs. And that is about $40 million.
Mr. Sanyang, while clarifying the matter of any debts owed between the company and farmers, Mr. Sanyang said there are still a few SECOs and cooperative producer marketing societies, CPMS, with a few nuts still in their warehouses.
Now, I'm making this to make contrary to reports that is coming out from some of the newspapers, that there are farmers that are still being owed. And I want to make it very clear that as a management, and as we speak, we have paid all the outstanding credit buying for all the sectors in the Gambia.
Mr. Sanyang applauded all the SECO presidents, the President of the Gambia, and other stakeholders for making this year's groundnut season a success. He also called on other SECO presidents who fell short this time to improve and do better next year.
$32 million. On the issue how we are going to do about that, we are going to put a mechanism to ensure that this amount is recovered from the SECOs. And that is in two folds. One, they still have some commission to be paid. And we are going to look at it and see each SECO, how much is your commission that remains with the corporation. And of course, all of us are aware that this money belongs to Gambians. It's not free money. We went to we took a loan from AGI to finance the training system, of which the government is the guarantor. And this money therefore belongs to you and me, including the SECO president themselves. So it must be recovered.
As this year's groundnut season ends, the National Food Security and Processing and Marketing Corporation, which is the company mandated with the wholesale buying, processing and exporting of the country's annual groundnut crop, officials have renewed their commitment to ensuring transparency, accountability and fairness in this sector. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
From that update by Lolly M. Kamara, we will now go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we have local and sports news stories. Do stay with us.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled device. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Jennifer Sonko. Now, Suncho Alaji Home Red Cross Link organized its maiden debate and speech competition over the weekend to showcase the talents of Red Cross volunteers within the West Coast region. Lena Igwinyiba has the rest of that.
The event, funded through the donations from volunteers and community members, seeks to foster relations and create an avenue for the volunteers to promote and showcase their talents. This event brought together schools and home Red Cross links on the theme promoting critical thinking and good communication skills. Schools that competed are Kotu, Masru, Sheikh Hamdan and Model, Willingara, Kunkujanketaya, Sukuta and Lamin Home Red Cross Link respectively. Fatu Esau, the leader of Suncho Alaji Red Cross Home Link, gave the background and the motives for organizing the event.
It is a pleasure seeing most of the volunteers in Commonwealth coming out today just to participate in this competition, which shows that our volunteers are not only out there to have fun or to have the Red Cross skills at large, but also they have a particular talent in them that I wish everybody could see out there. Because looking at the impromptu debate today, just being given a topic on stage and you come in saying things regarding that topic, meaning we have so many volunteers out there that have the skills.
Khadija Tujalo and Abdu Koma, Red Cross volunteers, showcase their talent in poetry.
Let's pray no stain, blood stain. The evil is on the throne. Look, he is plain, let's shut and gain. Sanity is the plan, hard work is never in vain. Maintain hope and be optimistic. The stage is our domain. Let's entertain, sensitize, educate, and advocate for nation building. Poetry is a way.
I don't want to belong to a tribe, for my tribe is not my pride, but a misguide to my lines. There's no beauty in tribes. There's no distance in tribes. I don't want to belong to a race, for my race is not my chase, but a disgrace to my case. I don't want to lose my culture. I will never cradle, and crumble my culture for any vulture.
Palmer Sow Job, the VDC chairman of Sunjo Alaji village, shares words of wisdom at the event.
Our hope is all on you people. Keep it up so that in the future, whatever good leaders we need tomorrow, we hope it should come from you people. Then my advice is forget about other issues. One like this backway syndrome, these drug issues, and continue with such occasions and programs.
Ibrahim Job, Secretary General of the Sunjo Alaji Home Red Cross Link, expresses delight for the successful hosting of the event.
We don't get the support that we want because the competition for this year is solely sponsored by Sunjo Alaji Home Red Cross Link. We don't have partners, neither donors. So a big congratulations goes to all of the executives, general membership, and also to the district. And we implore on all of you, next time, please support us.
Sunjo Alaji Home Red Cross Link is an affiliate of the Gambia Red Cross Society and engages its volunteers in various community services such as first aid, cleaning exercises, health sensitizations, among other activities. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
Brilliant initiative there. Now, last weekend, the Press Club of Soma Opa and Senior Secondary School wrapped up a 2-day capacity building on basic ethics of journalism for its members. Our regional correspondent, Bakari Balde, has the rest of that.
The training targets 20 members of the club to equip them with the knowledge to carry out their functions effectively as young journalists in the school and also to prepare them for a future career in the profession. The training focused on theory and practical sessions in and outside the school, and some areas delve into where the roles and responsibilities of a journalist and their qualities. Usman Jaju, the school principal, gives the welcoming remarks.
With sacrifice, spending your time, your resources, your energy, don't expect that you will be given some tokens to. The most token you are gaining from this training is the knowledge. Presently, I can assure you that the whole region is proud of you. And you keep up the hard work, cooperations, and be dedicated, and everything behind it, respect and obedience to your authorities.
Saidu Anna, a writer, and Sidi Damfa, the manager of Soma Community Radio Station, were the trainers.
We are to seek knowledge, and that reminds me a verse in the Holy Quran in Surah Hujurat, chapter 49, verse 6, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, when a person comes to you with news, verify it before you post it onto the third person to avoid being ignorant.
Aminata Kijera, the president of the school press club, welcomed the training as it will help to give them a good foundation as aspiring journalists.
One of the fundamental principles in journalism is ethics that are based on authentic information, reliability, and political neutralization. Well, if you want to be a good journalist, you must have an authentic information.
Aissatou Camara, the school head girl and a member of the press club, outlined some of the things she learned.
You have to be someone who is tactful. You have to be someone who is very good in writing. You have to be reading every day, and you have to make sure that some of the things that you are publishing, they should be fact.
After a day-long theory session, the second day saw the group visit Soma Community Radio Station, where they put into practice some of what they had learned on day one and were taken a tour of the station by the manager. These students will now write a report about the training they receive and present it at their school assembly. Bakari Balde, QTV News.
From that story by Bakari Balde, let's take a look at what is happening in the world of sports. The Gambia under-20 will need a win at all costs to progress to the knockout stages of the African Games male football competition after they suffered a 3-1 defeat to host Ghana on Tuesday night. Mamadou Gajaga has more.
The Gambia lost 3-1 to host Ghana in the ongoing African Games in their second group game. A dreadful error from the goalkeeper, followed by a defensive blunder, resulted in 2 of the goals Gambia conceded. Despite his poor showing, goalkeeper Yukasi Sanyang saved the Gambia from further embarrassment by saving a penalty. Ghana took the lead after just 12 minutes into the game in front of their home crowd through Musibao's Aziz strike to send them into the break with a lead. Their second Group A game win means Ghana top their group with 4 points from 2 games and in a strong position to qualify for the semi-final of the tournament. 4 minutes after the first half break, Dreams FC's youngster Abdul Aziz Isha netted the second goal of the game for the Black Satellites to make it 2-0. Musibao Aziz had a penalty which was saved by Yukasi Sanyang in the 75th minute. The Gambia pulled one back through Ibrahim Cisse in the 83rd minute to put them right back in the tie. However, Jerry Afriyi wrapped up the game for the Black Satellites with a stoppage time goal to secure a 3-1 win for Ghana. This is how coach Abdullah Bojang and player Mansour Mbai reacted to the defeat.
Well, we have to improve on the tactics, especially the team tactics. In terms of defending, the first game it was perfect. But today we have gaps in the middle, so we are unable to be compact during the course of the game. And when we win the ball, we lose it very easily. Probably, the players, they are not used to play to certain crowds. Probably that could be a factor, but we'll try to work hard and improve on those mistakes that we made at the course of the game. Well, it's mistake. It's a game. Games are won by mistakes. We'll still rally behind him, encourage him, give him the moral support, and again give him good training as well. The mistakes that we made, we go back to the drawing board and make sure that we improve on them. That is what will help him. But we lose collectively as a team. We don't have to blame an individual also. When we win as a team. When we lose collectively, we lose as a team. We identify mistakes and go back to the training ground and try to improve on them, come better during our next game.
We didn't expect this, definitely. We try our best, but our best was not enough. Definitely, we are so disappointed, definitely. No, it's not about the crowd, because we are really mentally. But football is like this. We should accept it and try and move and prepare for our next game. And do our best to win that game. It's a must-win game, definitely.
The Gambia will need a win against Congo in their final Group A game on Saturday, while Ghana will take on Benin. Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
Now, good luck to Team Gambia against Congo. Before we leave, let's recap our main headlines. The National Economic Council, led by President Adama Barrow, met today, Wednesday, for its first meeting of 2024 to review the state of the economy with economic players across public institutions. The Minister for Public Service, while updating the National Assembly on Wednesday, says despite cabinet approval, government's plan to increase transport and residential allowances for public servants was not featured in the 2024 budget. The National Food Security Processing and Marketing Corporation, still commonly referred to by its former name, the Gambia Groundnut Corporation, briefed the media on Wednesday on the just concluded 2023-2024 trade season. Suncho Alaji Home Red Cross Link organized its maiden debate and speech competition over the weekend to showcase the talents of Red Cross volunteers. And in sports news, the Gambia under-20 will need a win at all costs to progress to the knockout stages of the African Games male football competition after they suffered defeat to host Ghana on Tuesday night. Well, that is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Do join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your night.